Welcome, everybody, to another episode here of 80s Kids Wrestling. We'd like to thank all of our new subscribers and our new followers. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and that follow button. And we're trying to grow this channel, and we're thankful we've gotten some comments. We've almost doubled our Facebook following. So thank you, everybody. And the more the merrier. And as always, you guys got a comment. You can agree with us. You can disagree with us. It's wide open. It's wrestling. It's a beautiful thing most of the time. And you guys are always welcome to join in on the discourse. We're never shy of anything, as you can tell on on our opinions of professional wrestling. But guys, we had an action-packed Friday night coming up here, and as it predicted, Clint, I think it was you that said Drew was going to start off the show, and he did.
Yeah, and I think we just all were hoping that it wasn't going to be Cody to come out.
Right.
And it wasn't.
Right.
It was Randy, who we've also all kind of looked like it's leaning toward some kind of title match. Now, they may throw us for a complete curveball here.
Yeah.
And Randy may not win this tournament for the number one contender. But out of the guys in it, I don't see him not.
Right. Right. And he's the only one that came out to talk to Drew. So that's pretty much leaning that he's going to be the guy.
And then Dusty's boy came out with all gas, no brakes. Chased him out of the arena. But we got to see him 2 more times that night.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I know we'll get into it and probably just go pace by pace here, but that opening segment, listen, I feel like I need to eat some crow as bad as I've bitched on WWE and Triple H. Now, they can still shit the bed here coming up. But SmackDown was the best. That might have been the best SmackDown I've watched in years.
It's been really good.
The opening of it with the bagpipes and Drew McIntyre's entrance was well-deserved.
Yeah.
Of course, I get where they were, but still – let that man shine, even if especially if he's only going to keep it for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
let him enjoy that moment because it's well earned and props to WWE. Clearly, Cody's starting from the bottom and working his way back to top, and we're not going back to that well.
Yeah,
they made sure we knew that point blank. Yeah, about that no rematch clause. So that was great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna feed on that a little bit, Clint, about just the show in general. We've been talking for months about how SmackDown was just kind of irrelevant. Yeah, I mean, it was, and, we were talking about basing our show on Raw,
and PLEs.
Yeah. And listen, SmackDown the last 2 weeks, I think, has beat Raw.
I agree.
I think that we're actually seeing a good setup of storylines. We've got some really good booking going on. Of course, I love Jacob Fatu. I love this thing with Drew. Got a little bit of Cody going with it. I just like it. And listen, I guess if we're gonna get into it that way, I'm not opposed of this Randy Orton Miz thing. I know some people I've been reading about, they've been kind of trashing, they're kind of over a little bit. And I know we talked about it. Where's the Miz at in his career? Well, he's where he's at in his career.
Right.
Randy's kind of where he's at. Randy's trying to make another run. He's going to try to – I say Randy's going to get it one more time.
Yeah.
I feel
like. All right, one of y'all need to turn your TV down.
No, I don't have. So I bought my wife this thing that looks like, when you walk into Disney World – at your hotel and it has welcome Brazier family or welcome good family or whatnot. That's what it has. But every time that the fireworks come on, because it has a live fireworks camera, it does that spiel for a couple minutes. It's over.
Yeah, I got you.
That was a Mother's Day gift. Okay. I was like, my God, that thing goes on forever.
It's like one of them old fish, one of them fish mounted on the walls that you would sing to you. You remember all those? Never shut up.
Yeah. Oh, I originally freaked out because my son is worn out. Took him to Monster Jam today, and he's worn out in his bed. I'm like, all right, I told the guys we can do this. Did he already wake up? So I originally jumped when I heard it, but it should be over. But anyways, continue with what you guys were talking about with the Miz and Randy Orton.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just feel like they're kind of both of the guys are kind of where they're at in their career. Miz, he's going to be the guy to put Orton over, and then where he goes from there, we don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't have a problem kind of what they're doing right now. The four guys that we're going to talk about a little later in the Fatal Four Way. You said it, Brazier. I mean, there's really not one in there besides Randy that
Right.
I feel like is going to get some kind of title match, or deserves one right now for that instance.
Well, back to the Miz. He now Orton beat the Miz, right? It's down to
Right.
4,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, that was
Priest.
well,
Yeah.
remember the Miz came out and attacked
Yeah,
Randy while Fatu was beating up on
yeah.
Drew.
But then they had
Hmm.
the match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's Orton, Priest, Javon,
Sammy
Sammy and Trick.
and
and
Trick.
Trick Williams.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And now listen, I think the wild card in there is Trick Williams because they're
Yeah.
giving him a push, son.
They're making him look good. Making
They
it
are making
real
him
good.
look good,
But
Yeah.
I don't
but
think any of the other three are. I think it's Randy.
Right.
I think it's 99% Randy, and the 1%er might be Trick.
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
I will say I like Drew's promo, and it's a very heel promo where he
Hmm.
came out and said, "Don't cheer me now, because where were you guys and for this, and where were you guys for that, and where were you guys at my lowest?" Like, I loved it because it makes sense. Like, in his stuff against Cody, we rooted for Cody, and his stuff against Punk, we rooted for Punk, and the stuff against here and there,
The
and
bloodline and
Bloodline, LA Knight, all the people, we all sided with all the other people. And now he has the belt. People are cheering him. He's like, no, don't cheer me.
Right.
I was watching
You're never cheering me.
I was watching WrestleMania today, and one of their reviews in it. I didn't notice it when I watched the replay of it, which was live. I didn't really notice it because I was just, I was proud for Drew, but it said that he kind of said, shame on WWE. They muted out the fans,
right,
cheering for Drew, and and I didn't really notice it. But then when I went back and watched just preparing for this, just to watch highlight reel of SmackDown, they had put it back in. So, listen, I mean, you're in England. I mean, that's real close to home, and listen, you have to listen to what the fans say a little bit. McIntyre don't have to be heel, but he also doesn't have to be a babyface.
Right.
He can ride that middle.
Yeah.
And I think over there, that's where we're getting him with the fans is kind of in the middle, Now, once they start transitioning back over here to the States, I think we will see that heel run with Drew.
Yeah.
Like I told y'all a couple weeks ago, I hope they let him keep it for a little while. Let's do this heel run and just kind of see what we can make out of it.
Yeah.
Speaking of the 4-way, who do we know who? I'm sure it's out, but I can't think of who it is. Who faces who in the 4 that's left? And is that next Friday?
I think it's a 4-way.
It's a fatal 4-way match.
That's right. It is a
fatal 4-way.
One match.
Now, the reason I said don't count out Trick or somebody else, the reason I say that could happen and Randy Orton could get screwed by Drew McIntyre because Drew may not want to fight McIntyre, and then Drew can squash whoever gets that title so he can keep it a little longer and you can build a little bit better story toward Randy. I could possibly see that because I don't really want Randy just to win this little tournament here and then take it off of Drew as soon as he gets it.
Right. No, that's kind of where I'm at. That's why I said let's let Drew have a run. He don't have to give it up. Of course, this early.
We'll get into it, but we finally had some Royal Rumble talk. At least Cody said he's going to get in the motherfucker.
Yeah,
he may be the only one in it.
He may get to win by default.
Yeah.
Well, before then, the match with Randy and the Miz wasn't bad. It was pretty good.
It wasn't a bad match. It had some good spots in it.
A lot of good back and forth, but I was thinking about this after watching. And I go, man, is the RKO the best surprise finisher ever? Because you just because the Miz comes out and you don't see it coming, and then Orton hits it. It's not like a super kick where you got to wind up for it, or the stunner where you got to build up to it, and or anything that's off the top rope. Randy's just all right, instead of preparing for a shoulder tackle or a clothesline or that power slam, he just goes right into it, and there's no defense for it. And I know it is a choreographed move, but the way Randy does it, it's it just happens at the perfect moment every time.
Well, and it's the only finisher that we see that nobody kicks out of.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Too, that's why I was going to say, to me, it's the best surprise finisher. I think it's the second best finisher of all time behind the stunner.
Yeah.
Which nobody used to kick out of.
Right.
No.
That to me, but you also got to credit WWE and creative and the camera guys too for how they set us up for that to be a surprise and come out of nowhere too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gotta love it. But like you guys mentioned, Cody Rhodes, the first to finally make his case to be in the Royal Rumble. And I'm thinking, okay, here we go. Tomorrow's Monday. We got the Rumble in 2 weeks. Is this just going to be a steady stream of people that they're backstage and like someone talks some trash and they just go, okay, well, I'm in the Rumble now. I'm like, where? Again, there's just no build. Cody's going to be in it. He's the first guy, but my first thought that came in my head was, please don't make, we don't need him to win the Rumble. We just don't.
Well, listen, I mean, there's some things, if it called for it, if there was a good buildup for it, for him to win it, yeah. But no, there's not. The only reason there was a good buildup for it for Stone Cold to win it that third time was because he'd just come back from being out a year with a neck surgery.
Right. His neck surgery.
Yeah.
And he was getting pushed to the top for him and Rock at WrestleMania 17.
Yeah. And Cody's, the two previous ones for Cody had a really good build to it. There was the comeback and then there was the disappointment from the year before. This one is it. Oh, I just lost my title like a couple of days ago. A week ago, I'm in the Rumble because I want it back.
Yeah. Listen, do we have 1 week from yesterday, right? Is a Saturday night main event, correct?
Yes.
It's and do we have Saturday. A shitting clue what's going to be on it?
Just Fatu and Cody.
Fatu and Cody in the Jordan Grace and
Jade.
Jade. Are they going to do their match then?
I think so. I'm getting into that right now.
Yeah.
That's going to be a talk for itself.
Yeah.
Well, surely Monday night's going to build something up to.
Well, I was just sitting here. I was just fixing to chime in. There, what I'm reading right here on Monday Night Raw is Raw is going to be the setup for the Rumble. They're talking. We're going to see a lot of entrances named.
Okay.
Well, good, because they only got one more after this one to do.
I know.
Exactly.
Yeah. You got to start building that trash. Got to start building that talk. Got to start messing with our brains and our minds of who's going to win it, who's not going to win it. Because they did a great job last year because none of us saw Jey Uso come in.
Well, and that Saturday night's main event, we're also going to have the Fatal 4-Way match. We're going to have Orton, Trick.
Oh, I thought that was going to be SmackDown.
No,
that's not going to be
Saturday night. Saturday night's main event.
Okay,
that's
going to be decent. Like a pretty good card.
Yeah,
and we got off topic here. We're supposed to be talking about SmackDown, but keep going. Keep going with what you got, big guy.
I can't wait for this match. We got Rhea and Io versus Liv and Roxanne Perez for the tag titles. So they're going to win. But outside of that, that's kind of about all I'm seeing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Saturday night's main event doesn't look bad.
No, it's not going to be bad.
Listen. Yeah. The next. That's 2 weekends in a row. We're going to have to plan on being together so we can watch it and react to it right after.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
So, I'll tell you wives, we're booked the next 2 Saturdays.
Well, next Saturday I've got 3 college basketball games.
Hey, this is job number 1 now, Dick.
Hey, you tell X-Sports to kiss your ass.
Well, one of them's North Alabama. So
no, don't tell them.
Division 1. I can't do.
No, don't tell them.
Yeah.
But the rest of them you can.
Well, guys, right after that was that Trick Williams Matt Cardona match, another good one between the two. I think we're both, all 3 of us are becoming Trick Williams fans. What his work in the ring is really good. The storytelling is really great. I thought him and Matt Cardona had really good chemistry. Not much. I didn't see hardly anything at all to complain about in that match.
No, I thought it was a clean match. I thought they done a really good job. I think y'all are right. They're sending Trick kind of on the hillside. So he's playing that role very well. He's athletic as hell.
Yes, he is.
He can get around the ring. To be a big dude, he gets around pretty well.
Right.
Now I'm going to go back to Cardona. I'm not a big fan. I wasn't a big fan when he was Zack
Yeah.
Ryder.
Right.
Um, to me, I kind of feel like it's another one of those things. But we'll get into talk about Jericho and some of these older
Yeah.
guys coming back. That's just kind of how I feel about it. I don't like it, but
Is
other than
Cardona an
that,
older guy? How old is Cardona?
Oh, that's
shit, he's
great.
probably. I'm a guy. I'm looking that up right now too. Hell,
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
say he's at least 47.
No,
Really?
I don't think he's that old. I think he's in his 40s, but he can't be that old. He is
I got it
no,
right here.
he's younger than me, so he's
He's 40.
40. He's 40.
That's
Yeah.
not old, Dusty. Hell.
Oh shoot.
Well,
Punk's
he just seems like he's
48.
been. Well, he's just been around for a
Yeah.
while.
You're just a hater like me because he's married to my favorite chick on the fucking network.
Well, listen, props to him. Props
Yeah,
to him.
exactly.
I
Props
mean,
to him.
that's props to him on that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he's come back and he shed that Zack Ryder
that
part of
was
it,
good.
but that's what got him over. I mean, I love his story. They had no faith in him in WWE his first time around, and
Well,
he got himself over, which is awesome. And then he goes on the independents after getting fired, and he got himself over everywhere he went. So, I mean, am I saying he should be in the world title picture? No, but I do he is a good wrestler. He does work good. We haven't had a chance to hear him cut a promo yet since he's been back, because it's going to be different than the Zack Ryder stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I do
right.
appreciate his story, and I do appreciate the comeback and the comeback tour that he's had.
Well, let me just say this. Apparently, he'll do business because
Yeah.
I mean he got beat up. Not only did he lose the match, but he got beat up by that gay guy that came out there later on.
Kip Wilson.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Who?
and that wasn't and I promise you that wasn't a homophobic thing. That's just immediately what I thought.
Oh,
You must have quit watching it, Dusty. I don't know, because it was right before Fatu came back out and then murdered that guy.
Yeah,
it's that guy that Fatu came out.
It's giving me some serious Fandango vibes.
Well, it looks like it could have been in the Village People.
But yeah,
young man.
But at least you can say what WWE is doing between the two. It's like, okay, well, at least they're building to something.
Well, have you guys heard Chelsea Green in some interviews here lately of how she would love for her and her husband to get in some kind of storyline, and she wants to be like an Attitude Era couple, like Lita and Edge.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's, excuse me, I think in NXT they have intergender titles, the intergender tag. She won them.
Mm-hmm.
I only know that because my son loves watching the Joe Hendry clip where his partner pops out of a fake cake and starts splashing him with pies. He loves that.
I got you.
For a 3-year-old, it's very entertaining. But I'm not saying WWE should do that. I'm very hesitant on any intergender stuff, especially like purposeful matches where you could have a guy in the ring with a woman, and that gives me the ick and the cringe every time I think about it, because there's not a single bit realistic about it.
No, not at all. And we don't need to go there.
Right.
I feel like.
But to Matt Cardona, I think he's from what I've seen, I think he's happy to be there. He's in the company with his wife. I think he's good being a mid-carder type guy that can put a show together, put on a good match. So, everything I've seen out of him. Plus, now listen, if he'd have come out as Zack Ryder and beat LA Knight in the first round of that Cena's final farewell,
we wouldn't be
tour,
doing this podcast.
I would thank it. I'd have been gone. But
yeah,
I'm going to give him some time and let it marinate a little bit.
Well, you need people if you're going to do 3 hours, and they did fill the show with a lot of different stuff. You need people like him to fill this.
But after that match is when Fatu buried that guy.
Yeah.
And then he called out Cody
Wilson.
in here.
Kit Wilson,
Kit Wilson.
Yeah.
Whatever. and then Cody comes out and they brawl and have to be separated. So I thought that was great.
It was awesome. I love all the it seems you would think like there's this constant brawls and people interfering, but it felt like a really good smooth transition from one to
Hmm.
the other instead of
Hmm.
like a cut from one scene to another. It was like a fade. Like
Yeah.
everything just made sense that we went from this to that, and there was like cohesion with it. And I love the promo that Fatu cut. You could tell he's been like bottled up, like just in a cage somewhere, just ready to come out. He's got a lot on his mind. He's got a lot of energy to expend upon, and he's just beating the hell out of anyone that's in his way until he gets to Drew or whoever has the title.
I
I
love it. I
stole
love.
one. I stole one from you, Dusty. Gretchen was watching that part of it when he started talking trash, and then calling Cody out, and then he starts doing
Yeah, yeah.
the shaking, and Gretchen goes, "What's wrong with him?" I said, "He's all gas and no
No
brakes, honey."
breaks.
She said, "What the hell does that mean?"
Hell yeah, greatest line in professional wrestling.
You know how often I've heard that just in popular culture the last week or so?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I heard a
making its
ton.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've
Um,
heard it a ton, but I know when I was watching that, I went, "Oh man, Dusty is getting really excited
oh
over
man,
there."
listen, guys, that was bringing back some good time, just wrestling feeling.
Yeah,
I ain't got to see it. He's
yeah,
been gone. I don't get to see
yeah,
Brock much, and for the guys who that I really like and want to put my time into, I mean, he's
yeah,
one of them.
yeah.
Yeah, same here. I just don't want them to push him too hard into a quick
No,
storyline.
Right.
Let it build. Let something build. I don't care if we see a 2 or 3 month
yeah,
uh,
I'm
thing
good
with
with it.
Cody
Right.
without a title
Yeah.
Yeah,
involved in it.
Yeah.
exactly. Just let them have matches. They don't
Yeah.
have to
The
be. Neither
great
one
thing
will be a
about him
title.
and Cody is they're good enough workers that they can be a storyline without a belt. They don't need a
Right.
belt
Right.
to.
That's what I was saying. They
Yeah.
don't need a title to make that storyline, and that's what I hope WWE sees with those two. Like
Right.
shit, man, you got the fans. I mean, the fans are going crazy when they're in the
Hmm.
ring the other night when they're just beating the shit out of each other. The fans are
Yeah.
going nuts. It's like you got half for Fatu, you got half for Cody, and they could really build off that if they just
Hmm.
take it and run.
Yeah,
Absolutely. There's just so much. I mean, look at Drew and Punk. Nothing was on the line, and they gave us three
hell
matches,
of a
and
matches.
and
Oh,
it's been the best rivalry and the best feud that we have seen in probably the last 15 years.
you
I
know,
think so.
Yeah.
I go back to the
Absolutely.
Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
We've seen some hellacious Hell in a
Yeah.
Cell matches, if I can say it that way, with
Yeah.
Triple H and Taker with Shawn and all that. But listen, Drew
Yeah.
and Punk and Hell in a Cell, that's a
Yeah.
classic match.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. It was great, man. I loved every single moment of
Only
what
well,
they
I loved
did.
every single moment except the armband
Yeah.
or the
Oh,
bracelet
Yeah.
the
That's
on the
where it
hand.
bracelet.
I was like, all
got a little
right,
Yeah,
weird. Got,
yeah.
I mean, I understand
nobody's
this.
going to give a shit that much about their
Yeah.
bracelets.
I mean, I get
No,
it for the storyline part of it, but like, to bring out beads and stuff him with his mouth and beat him with it. it's,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we get it, but we get it. But
right.
after that, guys, the who was solo wrestling?
There was the
I
White
must have,
Six.
yeah, yeah,
He
No, Solo was wrestling Damian Priest
that's
Damian
right.
Priest.
Yeah,
I
for that
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
for that
yeah.
for that
that
number
The
one
spot.
fatal
contender
four way,
spot.
yeah. And then the Wyatt Six again. That was a pretty decent match.
Hmm.
It's two big guys. It was not a typical guy match. It had a little bit of a faster pace to it,
Mhm.
but I mean, Damian Priest. I know you guys aren't his biggest fan, Timu Undertaker, but he does work pretty good. Uh,
Listen, as far as a worker and somebody that I think is probably a genuine, just good person,
yes,
I think
yes,
uh, I, I, I'm not. I'd like for him to change his outfit.
yeah.
I'd like for him to just change a few things.
Not so
But no,
much
I'm not.
leather.
I'm definitely not going to root against him if he's fighting solo.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but you know, again, I thought the way they cut the lights off and then show the White
Oh,
Six
it
on
was
the announce
awesome.
table, I thought it was good. But it's still part of me with that lantern. I'm just going,
Mhm.
all right, let's start wrapping this shit up.
Yeah,
You know,
it's looking back on it, how silly was the urn for the Undertaker?
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean
and
it was.
that's what I feel like.
Yeah, how
Yeah,
silly was
or
it?
yeah, I mean, you're using a prop that we know doesn't mean anything. I
Right.
mean,
Right.
You know, if you want to put symbolic to it, about Bray Wyatt or whatever, make
Yeah.
that more into a thing. But I feel like there's way too much talent, especially tag team talent
Yeah.
in SmackDown, for us just to
Yeah.
be focusing on this, because
Right.
I'm ready for some of those MFT guys to
The
start
breakaway.
breaking away
That's
and
Well,
getting
yes.
their own run.
they're kind of teasing it with Nakamura
Yeah, I saw that. They
yeah.
were. I didn't realize they did such a long run
Yeah.
together
Yeah.
in Japan.
And I do
Yep.
appreciate WWE not, how it was under Vince.
Shitting on them
Yeah, shitting on it and completely ignoring anything that ever happened
outside of
outside
WWE.
of WWE. And now, like they're show like little TNA stuff and some a little bit of AEW, not really, but at least acknowledging that they worked outside of WWE, and then all the stuff that, because let's face it, a lot of these guys now in that company did a lot of work in Japan and really good work in Japan. So at least they're acknowledging that instead of just completely ignoring it the moment they come in.
Yeah.
Well, I think with the split up with the MFTs, the only way is you would have to get some of them to Raw.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you just gonna have the family fighting each other.
Yeah.
Why you need the draft at the first of the year.
Right.
Yes, it needs to be. I think the draft should be like the first Monday of the year when the first Raw. They should do it.
And that could be a big show. You could turn that into something special.
Oh, you
because
definitely could.
Their excuse would be, well, we can't do it then because we'd be in the middle of building WrestleMania storylines. Well, fuck, you ain't even built no Royal Rumble storylines yet, and it's in 2 weeks.
And well, that way, I think if you do it that way, you clear the deck.
Yeah.
We're wiping the screen. We're going to completely start over. Whatever, we're going to finish whatever we started at, say, like that Saturday night's main event or whatever the December PLE is. Then once that's done, it's done. We turn the page into the next year. We have the draft. It's a brand new slate. We move on from there.
Yeah, the champions, whoever's the champion at the start of the year, you're staying here.
Right. But everybody else is interchangeable.
Everybody else, you're up for a draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and then maybe you can do some trades. I'm not saying treat it like Major League Baseball or NBA or the NFL, but like, okay, well, Raw traded this person for SmackDown. We got this, or it's a 3-for-1, and then well, who did they trade for? And then boom, they pop out, and it's a big pop, and just something to keep it flowing, something to keep your which is what made the Attitude Era so special was.
You just can't do it all the time.
Yeah, you can't do it all the time, but they did enough to make you believe that there was a sense of unpredictability to it, and also made you believe, even though in the back of your mind it's choreographed, but there is at least a little bit, especially back then. It's like, crap, this is real.
What's the storytelling part?
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, that's my thing. If I watch a movie, I'm not, I can always look at it and say, well, I would have liked it better if it was this, which is basically all we're doing on this show.
Right.
And I try to tread that line here.
Yeah.
Where I don't sound like just an overcritical YouTuber, because there are so many. We've seen so many. That's one reason we want to do this. I try to make sure I don't just bitch about things that I don't like. You know what I mean? Because if it's something that the majority likes and I don't, well, that's on me, not on WWE. But it's when they do the shit that doesn't make any sense that I just can't help it.
Right. Yeah. Well, I agree. Well, guys, after that was we had Carmelo Hayes and Javon Evans. Fun. I mean, or
you knew that
Javon Evans. It was
Slater.
Leon Slater. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's so many new people that I'm even mixing them up.
That match was unbelievable.
It was great. I mean, I'm looking at the highlights right now.
They got down.
Yeah, it was 50-50. And they had, I mean, there was a great story told with it. They did some great moves. It was about 95% clean, a little tiny bit of sloppiness, but for the most part, I'm like, man, they really worked on that match.
Oh, they did
really, really hard.
And the high spots wasn't too crazy. It wasn't just too over the top.
It made sense.
I love the finisher.
Yeah.
With Hayes up on the top rope. I didn't really know where they were going with that. And It looked like that
Yeah.
Leon might have got his jaw broke
Yeah.
because it
Yeah,
looked
The way he
sure
sold
did.
it.
he sold it good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
match right there for sure for me, that was the match of the night.
Yeah.
Well,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and props to them because you knew when that match came on, they had to have known, hey, we've got a hell of a show going right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
We got to
we
top
don't
it.
want to be the one where everybody changes channel or takes a
oh
break
yeah,
and
for
comes
sure.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
for
know, and
sure.
I thought they did a hell of a job.
It was great.
Was Sammy's match before that?
It was at
No,
the end. It was at
Sammy
the
was
end.
at the end
Yeah.
with
It was at the end.
Dragunov for
Yeah. That was at the end because after that we had Chelsea and Jordan Grace
Yeah, gotcha.
with Jade at
that's
ringside.
stupid. Got 75 days. We talk about it on our show, and then it's like everybody in the damn world is talking about Jade Cargill, not ever defending her title. Listen, you
Yeah.
just said it, Brazier. We don't come on this show just to just rip people and rip the. I'm that guy. I'm ripping women's wrestling until they either take it off the air or they change it. It sucks. You
Yeah.
got this woman sitting out at ringside. She's got a body out of this world. She looks like she looks like she's half man. She's just jacked.
Yeah.
She don't even get in a ring. Either she sucks as bad as what I think she does in the ring,
Yeah.
and she's hurt too many people, and they're just trying to figure out a way to put the belt on her.
Yeah.
And then like she's gonna lose. She's gonna be the one to lose the belt in like a fatal 4-way. She wouldn't even get pinned.
Right.
Is what I think.
Right.
But it's just stupid. And then I mean Jordan, she's come on.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green, she needs to find her some kind of, I don't know. She's got to find her some kind of storyline. This storyline with I know Piper's hurt and that
Yeah.
other girl, whatever. Come
I don't know
on.
if Piper's ever coming back.
No,
No, that
she hurt
sounds
her neck.
serious. Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds real
she's got.
serious.
It may be kind of like what Big E's been going through,
Yeah.
but we got to move past that, guys. I mean, they if we're gonna have title matches and we're gonna have champions, like you got to defend. I don't care if you defend against some
Yeah.
jobber in the back.
Yeah.
Come out there and squash
What
somebody.
looks like this is, but let's hurry up and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it.
Well, that's actually, Dusty, it's funny you point out to it. That was one of the biggest complaints about Jade in AEW was her work wasn't good and she was green. Because she's not as seasoned as everybody else on this roster. But also to your point, we haven't seen her work that much, and the majority of her work has been in tag matches, and her singles matches have not been good. They just haven't.
Okay,
And,
then answer this for me, then, guys. I'm gonna get on it. How do you put the title on somebody that y'all are calling green?
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like,
ultimate.
You just took the words out of my mouth.
Effect.
Yeah, exactly.
Ultimate Warrior effect.
Yeah, she's big. She's big and she looks good.
Looks like $100. Wrestles like 10 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe I guess that's what you can call it. We'll just refer to her as the female Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, and then I saw a lot of wrestling podcasters and whatnot talk about Jordan Grace's new finish. Like, oh, it was so great. I'm like, that looked like she was moving in slow motion. Like my son, my 3-year-old son would probably be laughing at the end of that.
If it wasn't for Chelsea Green being able to sell and be as good as she is,
yeah.
I mean, it was already the worst of the night.
Yeah.
But it would have been just horrific if Chelsea Green went out there selling shit and being entertaining.
Yeah. That's what which is why I'm glad she's talking about it. And I'm not
just talking about looks.
I know. Well, I'm glad you're talking about it and how that she's talking about it. Like, yeah, put her and her husband together. Mm-hmm. Make them be, because that's what Cardona's been.
I get it, but what do you do with it though? I mean, you can't just. I mean, you got one other family. You got one other husband and wife, and that's Johnny. Whatever his last
Gargano.
Gar and his wife. But I mean,
well, the way I saw it was it would be a perfect Macho King, Sensational Sherry type deal, where whichever one's wrestling, the other one's in their corner and going to screw them. And it doesn't even have to go to the top. It can be in a mid card for a U.S. title or a Intercontinental title or just something lower, but something that's entertaining that fills up the middle portion of the show. I'd love to see it.
And he's and in the other promotions outside of WWE, Cardona's been a really good heel, like a really arrogant, I'm better than you, I look better than you type heel. And with Chelsea's personality, it'd be great. It'd be great.
So maybe we get through. I'm just throwing this out there as a talking piece. So maybe we get through this Finn CM Punk little deal, and you're talking maybe Finn Balor and one of the girls, one of the three from Judgment Day. Could that not be maybe him win the title off Dom, and then something like that?
Well, that's what I want to happen. I mean, I want eventually. You know, we talked about it on our last show. This coming Raw, I want him to lose, but I want it to be a loss where Dom even could cost him.
Right.
Or one of the girls could cost him, or Liv could cost him, and that start turning Dom into the demon, and it set up a WrestleMania match with the demon against Dominic for the Intercontinental title.
I'd love it.
I'll sign that one right now. We'll sign the contract.
Yeah, they got it.
That's Raw.
Yeah. Well, that's plenty of time to build that, though. That's great.
Yeah,
I love that idea too.
But we don't know.
You got to start planting seeds now, though.
Yeah,
right. And then we don't really know how hurt Dom is. I've really not seen a lot of report like when he's actually going to come back.
Yeah, fuck that motherfucker. I saw him at Walmart earlier today.
Oh yeah, he's got a fucking fake mullet like that mullet he wear. Like, I guess that's what I don't like about him too, and he plays a great role in it, and that's why we trash on him. But like,
that's why he's a great heel.
He's not Eddie Guerrero. Like, don't wear your hair like that, dude. Shave that shit off. Look like your dad or something. But don't pull. You're not Eddie Guerrero.
No, he's not. Well, the final match of the night, guys, was Ilya Dragunov and Sammy. He
threw a potato. Did y'all catch that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I mean, both those guys can work. It was a good match. Of the four that we have for that, it was probably third. I would probably put Priest and Solo at the bottom because the other two were pretty action packed. I mean, all of them were action packed. I don't have any complaints about any of them, but if I had to rank them, it's third.
Yeah, that would be third for me.
Yeah.
Let's see did we skip the tag team match, women's? Charlotte and Alexa.
I think we did.
We did because
and of course, and then we had interference. They won.
Yeah.
They actually won, but then here comes Nia Jax and what's her ass?
Lash.
Yeah. Big Lash or whatever.
Again, all I'm going to say about that, the match was just better than the other women's match. Yeah. But that's prime example why you need a SmackDown tag team belt.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Well, because we're running out of things to do with these tag teams.
Yeah. Well, this is going to sound sexist, and if anybody's been watching our show, which I'm sure a lot of women don't, but
if you are, chime in.
We don't care about the women's wrestling, and I'm sick. Listen, I'm not going to whatever pay-per-view that they're building this up for, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte to face those two. I'm going to go to the bathroom during it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go smoke during it.
Yeah.
But
that's probably when I'm going to load up my hot nacho dip that your wife makes.
If it was for something, I might watch a little more, but that's why you need another tag team belt.
Yeah.
Sure. I agree.
When are they going to get the tag team belts? They have to go over to Raw to get them.
Yeah.
Or if there was ever, which they haven't done in a long time, a SmackDown Raw crossover. What was it? The Super Show that they did?
Yeah.
It's been about 10, 15 years ago.
But right now, the way that we've actually got SmackDown running right now, since we're talking about it, like, I don't want to see that. I want to see SmackDown just to keep running.
Yeah.
Is what I want to see.
Because it had just, like we said.
And listen, if we put SmackDown at number one, then Raw's got to step the game up. That helps everybody out.
Right.
That gives us different storylines. That gives us a better show to watch. It gives us everything.
Yeah.
But I say we're going to see the titles change hands at Saturday Night's Main Event. I just read off the match.
Yeah. Right.
With Liv and Roxanne versus Rhea and Io.
Yeah.
I think we'll see the titles change hand right there, and they'll have them two a breakup.
Yeah.
And then you'll see Charlotte and Alexa versus
Liv
and Roxanne. My opinion.
That's how you get Rhea and Io in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Hush. I said Alexa, and our Alexa started talking to me.
Well, I've got my guy talking to me over here about Disney World fireworks, and you got Alexa responding to you.
I'd rather talk about Alexa than I would Disney World. That's for damn sure.
Well, that's a way. That's a way to get them in the Royal Rumble.
Sure.
There's still going to be friends, and they probably won't eliminate each other because we've seen Rhea and Io against each other way too much. Like
Yes,
that
yes,
needs to breathe. Like that needs some time to like marinate and just be off to the side and let them
that's
do
why we
other
need to
things.
split it. Send one of their asses to SmackDown. We'll them stay on
Right.
Raw, and
Yeah.
let's just get that tag team completely away from each other.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Because to me, women's on Raw is better than
Yeah.
women's on SmackDown, head
Yeah.
and
True.
shoulders. So I think you
Yes.
Yes.
do need to. But back to Sammy. So that puts him in the 4-way, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then he got attacked by Trick Williams at the end.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So
So them
see,
two.
I think that's. I, but if you go online, if you watch a lot of, there's just a lot of people that want Sammy to get that title push. Now, I'm
Yeah.
not one of them.
Hey, I'm not either, dude.
Me
Like,
either.
Clint, like, where do they get it at? Like,
Yeah.
Just
he's a
because
hell
he's
of a
such a
worker.
likable person.
He's a
Yeah.
hell of a worker. The guy can get down. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he gets a shit kicked out of him most every time he's in a
Yeah.
match. And then, he does the Blue Thunder twist, and he's never pinned anybody with it, but he tries
Yeah.
like hell every match. And
Yeah.
then, we're going to get the backwards in the corner, and he's going to give him the kick, and he's either they're going to send him on home or they're going to kick out. Like,
Yeah.
his moves nobody loses except Dragunov to
Yeah.
Sammy.
Yeah.
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 So I think what you're going to see in that fatal 4-way, that just to me puts more of Randy winning. You're
Mm-hmm.
going to have Sammy and Trick just beat shit out of each other, and that's going to put Priest and Orton together. And of course, then you're going to get the RKO out of nowhere, and that'll be the end of it.
Since Trick attacked Sammy with that setup, if since we're thinking Randy's going to win, does that set up a program with Sammy and Trick?
I hope it does. I
Yeah.
don't mind it. I mean, I'm good with it. I mean,
Yeah.
Sammy can talk. Trick's pretty good on the microphone himself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got
Yeah.
a super baby face versus a
A
super heel.
super heel. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like it.
So I don't have a problem with it.
But I feel like the way they're pushing Trick, Sammy's got to do the favors for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Has to.
absolutely. And
Has
I
to.
think we're going to see, and I think Trick, and this is just my opinion too. I think we're going to see Trick. He's going to go after Carmelo Hayes. Like I
Yeah.
think
Mm-hmm.
I see Trick being that U.S. title guy versus
Yeah.
maybe
For
putting
now.
him right in for now,
Yeah.
not in the heavyweight title. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. Let him and Sammy have a little beef, and let Trick get, or let Carmelo get to where he's going to go, and I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love it. That would be a good that could be a good feud that you can build up to.
Absolutely.
Because we got 2 nights of WrestleMania. You got to start feeling some stuff. Yeah, that's going to be
Yeah.
here before you know it. You got to
Yeah,
start
I mean
feeling that.
we're 3 months away.
Yeah, because you got Rumble next month's Elimination Chamber, and then like a month and a half later, you got Mania, and you got
Right.
to,
And
but
we're setting up these Saturday night's main events that
yeah,
are pretty good cards.
yeah. I mean,
They're not
they're
just
pretty
shit cards.
exciting. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
pretty exciting to look at.
I don't know. I'm starting to get a different feeling like they're every 2 goddamn weeks. Like they're all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
It's almost
yeah,
like they're as regular as a Raw or SmackDown to me,
yeah,
which I know it's
Seeing
not.
that,
yeah.
But I don't
right.
know why you're having one week before the Rumble.
Yeah, that's
It,
what I was talking about
I,
on our last show. Does this feel like we are just bunching all of this together
well,
with
yes, and
nothing able to breathe?
it's kind of like we got about 10 or 15 years ago when they started having 47 damn pay-per-views.
Right. Yeah.
We didn't have any PLEs. It was a full-blown pay-per-view event.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we had one damn near every 2 weeks.
Right.
It
Yeah.
seems like.
Yeah.
And I want to go back to, I would love to see the 80s Saturday Night's main event take off.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, that is our show, 80s Kids Wrestling. So I would love to see them do Saturday Night's main event as it was done in the 80s.
Yeah.
And hell, guys, I wouldn't care to see them do the pay-per-views like they done in the 80s.
Yeah.
That would give us maybe a few more PLEs, but I would love to see a huge build to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I would love to see, and we got the guys to do this. I thought about this the other day, and I was going to bring it up, so here we are.
Yeah.
I would love to see a very traditional Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sick of the War Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. I want to see, let's go back to a 5-man team like we always seen, or 4-man.
Mm-hmm.
I think it started out as 4. And we got plenty of guys on both sides.
Mhm.
So why can't we do a traditional Survivor Series? Why's it got to be War Games?
Right.
And you're just putting the superstars together. I mean, there's
Yeah.
there's other guys that could work in those matches, and we could have like 5 or 6 of those matches.
Yeah.
Well,
And they,
you build up, you use a whole month and a half before it to
right.
build up
Yeah.
people asking certain so and so to be on their team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
exactly.
it gives you things that you can build to. So yeah, I'm right there with you.
So so obviously it'd be the main four: Rumble, Mania, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam. We'd have to keep Elimination Chamber because that sets up for the other
Money in the
champ.
bank.
Yeah, Money in the Bank. Like you can get rid of Backlash, Clash at the Castle. Is there any
All that
ones on Fast Lane or whatever?
Fastlane, all that other bullshit,
Yeah,
bad
they
blood,
well
all that.
they haven't done table TLC in a long time. They haven't done that pay-per-view in a long time. They haven't even done that match in a long time. So you can get rid of all that and keep Money in the Bank, eliminate and shoot.
Mhm.
You can keep those two and have a longer build to those pay-per-views because
Yeah.
world titles are going to be on the line, or someone's going to get a briefcase that's going to set them up for a world title.
Well, listen, we might as well just quit thinking or talking like that because that's not going to fucking happen as
I
long as
know,
them places stay packed.
I know.
Hey, we may
Oh,
not
And
like
the
it what they
Saudis
put
keep
out,
giving
but,
money.
but when you're doing so many in Saudi Arabia a year, because I think after the Rumble they're going to go over $1 billion is what they have been paid
Mhm.
total in 7 PLEs now.
Yeah,
Is what I read.
yeah.
I think you're
They're
right.
not. However many the Saudis want them to do.
Yeah,
Fuck, we're getting WrestleMania there next year.
I'm
So
protesting.
Yeah.
Who knows? We might not even have this show next year. Something may happen. We'll be like, fuck wrestling, we're done. It may go back into a sports podcast, boys.
It may. I hope not.
So what would be the moment? What would be the thing for individually for both of you? That would be the fuck wrestling moment. I'm done.
Ooh,
That's a deep one, isn't it?
man, that is a deep one.
I've said it before, not on this show, but if they bring Vince back in any capacity,
Right.
I
Yeah.
You got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's a scumbag.
He's a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Vince, for sure for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think too. I mean, we're not going to see it, but like, I don't like the way that John Cena was treated on his end.
Yeah.
I didn't care about Goldberg. Who cares? Whatever. But we're getting to a point in some of these guys' careers. You talked about Punk. I mean, he's 48 years old. How much longer can he go? I mean, he's in hell of a shape, and he can still go, man. He can go for a while.
Punk's good enough. He could be here for another 20 years as a manager.
Right.
Sure. Yeah. But like, I think for me, and I mean, y'all may disagree, but like, I would have a hard time dealing with some of that, the way some of these guys are treated, especially guys who's put that fucking company on their back.
Right.
And carried it like John Cena did.
Yeah. Yeah.
And got shit on.
Yeah.
On to what you're saying, when it starts, and it's because it's starting to get there now, but when it is abundantly evident that the product they're putting out there is shit, which has been a pleasant relief so far this year.
Yeah,
that Raw and SmackDown's been good.
Not much to complain about. Women's,
when the product they keep put out there goes back to shit, and then we start seeing half of the PLEs are overseas, especially in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
When it's clear that it's just a profit thing, we're not worried about content because we're making profit.
Right.
That's when I'll probably be done. It's one thing to watch it and it's not putting out anything good, but we can sit and talk about it and find a few things that we do like. It's another when there's no goddamn way I can ever go watch a live event again.
Right.
Because it's $11 million to go buy upper deck seat.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what, and I hope that somebody, I don't know who that somebody would be, but can talk some sense in to Triple H, and hell, if it's The Rock, with TKO or whatever.
Yeah.
But, and I'm not trying to be racist or anything about that. I'm just saying in general, like, we've got to get WWE back in the States a hell of a lot more than what it's overseas, because our fans, us three, and the rest of the Americans that have supported WWE for 45 damn years, Clint, you said it. Like, we can't even support it anymore.
Right.
We damn sure can't go to an event.
Right.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if it gets to the point where I know if it gets to the point where I can't afford just to buy a ticket for myself to go watch an event in Nashville, if it gets to the point where I've got to buy, if next week they say, well, just Raw is going to be on Netflix, but you're going to have to buy this app to watch SmackDown from here on, and you're going to have to watch this app for a different pay-per-view, and you're going to have 19 different streaming services to watch it, which is just a total profit grab. I'm out.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
Because, to give an example of what I did today with my 3-year-old son, we went to a monster truck show. We went to Monster Jam. So it was $35 for our tickets and then $20 each for a pit pass. So you think $55. We spent 4 hours there. He got to go on the track, meet the drivers, see the trucks, and then go watch a really good 2.5-hour show with a lot of entertainment. We got our money's worth.
And you weren't broke. You could buy supper on the way home or gas to get home.
Yeah. We went and stopped and got pizza, and I bought him souvenirs, and I'm not broke.
Which is the way it should be.
Yeah. And I actually said to myself, I'm like, I didn't spend as much money as I anticipated on this. Mm-hmm. Which, and I say that for the same thing, like that's the way football should be. That's the way baseball should be. On down the line, wrestling should be the same thing. You shouldn't have to, pull out a second mortgage to go to a wrestling event.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to do that.
Absolutely.
Well, we've said it before, but Dusty touched on it.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't care how many shows or European tours or Saudi Arabia events they want to do, but God damn it, the big four need to be in North America.
Need to be here.
I mean, this is where there wouldn't be a WWE if it wasn't for I'm telling you, AJ, I've been watching Tales of the Territory all day long.
Great. I love that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I think a lot of them need to go back and realize how good we've got it now, and what wrestlers had to go through for them to be where they are now. I think they need to go back and look at how even short-term booking was bad back then. That if you had Jerry the King Lawler for a month stretch coming to help you out in yours, that you had to build a story to it.
Right.
If it was your month to get Andre to come to yours, well, this is how we're going to build to it.
Right.
And you got away from that.
Yeah.
And you got away from, honestly, you go watch any of them shows, you had to have the fans. And the fans is what made you.
And that's what destroyed all those territories. They lost the fans. They lost the territory.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't so much that, because Vince was buying your talent, but also you didn't do enough to keep your talent there, storyline wise. And money had a lot to do with that as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But anyways, what are you guys expecting to see tomorrow night?
I've got the card. Yeah. I've got the card pulled up with
Let's
y'all.
hear it.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got Gunther opening the show, is what it's saying. And then we're going to listen. I'm just gonna leave it at
that. We need to put a meme on what Clint just did right there.
All right, so Gunther's coming out. Is AJ going to come out?
Probably.
He got to, right?
He has to.
You got Javon Evans versus El Grande Americano in a singles match. That's a bunch of shit.
So he's going up against that whole group of fake Mexicans.
Yeah, you got the fake Mexicans, and then you got
Hold on, before you go to the next one. Are we not expecting Chad Gable back pretty soon? I thought he was cleared.
I thought he was
clear too. I thought he's doing it back at the training center.
Yeah, I thought he was clear too.
He's going to come back as a face. He ain't coming back as a heel.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
So then our next match is Rey Mysterio, Penta, and Dragon Lee. I know y'all couldn't guess that. Versus The Vision and Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, and Logan Paul with Paul Heyman. Another 6-man tag against the Luchadors against the Big Asses. Stupid.
It's gonna end the exact same way.
Well, you know what that's telling me? You know what that's telling me, though? That they are buying their time until Knight and Seth come back.
Yeah. Or Roman.
Or somebody.
Well, see, yeah. I don't know. I don't know that when Roman comes back, I don't think he's coming back till Rumble. And I'm not sure that he's not going to SmackDown and long term, possibly him and McIntyre at WrestleMania for that belt.
Right.
Could be.
Yeah.
But I think they don't have shit to do with the Vision until LA Knight
yeah.
and Punk, and Seth get back, and they're just like, all right, well, just go beat the Luchadors.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go beat them up. It's so dumb. Yeah. This next match I can't wait for. It's going to be the match of the night. It's Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree.
Again?
In a singles match for the Intercontinental title.
Well, I know it's Ireland, and that's where Becky's from, but Jesus.
I know, guys, come on. All right, let's go. Let's throw a little wager out there right now before I get to the last one.
Yeah.
Over and under 8 botches in that match.
Over.
But,
I don't think the match is going to go that long, so I'm going to say under.
Hell, they're liable to have 14 in the first 13 seconds.
Well, they may have 3 in walkouts.
Yeah. They may fall down coming down the ramp. Lee, man.
Tripped up the ropes.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Becky gets tripped over some kind of that stupid ass garbage she's going to be wearing to the ring, fall flat on her face in the middle of the ring. I'd be the match of the night for me. And then, of course, the main event will be Punk versus Finn.
Okay.
And it is for the title, so we'll see. I mean, we know what the outcome's going to be.
It's Punk.
Yeah, Punk's going to win.
I just hope they do something to make Finn look strong.
I do too.
I hope Dom returns, even if he's hurt, even if it's got a hurt shoulder, he can still go and push him off a rope or trip him up or something.
Yeah, he can do something. He can get the referee's attention, or just which if you do it that way, then Punk, he's not going to just get attention because Punk's not going to cheat to win, but he can put his hands on Finn, trip him, like you said, something. But I don't know, guys. Looks like Raw tomorrow night could be a shitty show.
Except for the end.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be 100%. Do they have anybody making appearances that it's showing?
Well, that's what I was just fixing to read there. It looks like Adam Pearce is going to address Braun Breaker.
That's not going to be anything.
That's not going to be anything. No. According to what I'm here on the Raw Belfast, it's there's no other surprises. Now there could be. They may not be putting it all out there.
Yeah.
But it looks like it could be
tomorrow.
Yeah. It looks like it could be a pretty shitty Raw.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, they're just 2 hours, and you would think you would be able to put a better 2-hour show than SmackDown could do a 3-hour show. So, Dusty, I'm right there with you. I mean, they're going to have to step their game up because SmackDown's owned the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. And
absolutely.
And SmackDown's fresher. They got fresher talent. They got fresher angles. And Raw is just recycling the same shit over and over.
Right. And going to that, what you said, the fresher guys, why aren't they not letting Leon go to Raw some? Right. If he's still in TNA, he's got that cruiserweight title, why don't they let him come to hell?
Yeah,
he could do something on Raw as well. The dude is phenomenal. I mean, I don't mean that's any kind of punch to AJ, but that dude can get in the ring, man. He's really good.
Yeah. And Javon Evans is good. I know he's new. Oba Femi is eventually going to come in, but I just hope they don't do with Oba like they did with Javon, which was we're going to send you and you're going to start going with the fake luchadors.
And then I'll just finish this off here. It's the go home show to Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
And it's the second to last Raw ahead of Royal Rumble. And then it goes right down and it says WWE is expected to continue the momentum from SmackDown as more superstars, both men and women, declare entry into the match. So we're going to see some SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roman or Cody.
Yeah.
So we're going to see Roman tomorrow night. Is he going to come out and say, hey, I'm getting in? Or we're going to see him Saturday night's main event and cut a promo? Yeah. I mean, I would rather see him tomorrow night on Raw if this is the lineup we got instead of seeing him on Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, something's better than nothing. unless they're just going to tease it for a big surprise.
But
Listen,
guys, they
they
didn't
got to
say one
surprise
thing
people.
about the Usos. The Usos in this, they ain't
Yeah.
going to defend they're never going to defend their titles. So that's what we need to see. We need to see Bronson Reed and Austin Theory fight them for the titles
Yeah.
tomorrow night instead of this damn 6-man tag with the Luchadors.
Well, I've been saying that you need to, if you're going to treat the Vision like an NWO or a DX, you've got to put some hardware on them.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
Right.
two monsters need to, even if it's Logan Paul and Austin Theory, they need those belts.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You need something because honestly, right now the Vision kind of looks like shit.
Yeah.
It does. I mean, it's
Yeah.
bad when Paul Heyman's kind of the one keeping it relevant.
Right.
Well, let me just say this: if I watch tomorrow night and Bronson Reed sells as hard as he did last week, and is not overpowering the shit out of the Luchadors tomorrow night, I'm thinking he's got to just get away from that. He's just got to go
Right.
on a solo deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm with
Because
you. Yeah.
he needs tomorrow night really needs for him to start his run for the Rumble
Mm-hmm.
as showing dominance.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to throw everybody out of the ring like
Yeah.
he would in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
He
needs
needs
to
to
be
squash them and throw them all out.
needs to be the
Yep.
monster heel. That's what he needs
And
to
then
be.
grab the microphone to him and say, I'm putting myself in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yes. And maybe
It's
Paul's
gold.
got the mic and he snatches it from him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's gold. We're writing gold right now. Is what,
I'm
what we're doing.
shitting gold bricks for you, Paul.
Oh, well, guys, we'll be back at it again tomorrow night after Raw to respond to it. So, like you guys said, I was excited to get on to talk about what happened on SmackDown because we had a lot of good stuff, and I wasn't dreading watching SmackDown. I'm kind of dreading tomorrow night.
I'm telling you, I'll be flipping back and forth between that and a game.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
That's right. We got the national championship game, and we could be
I'm
recording while the national championship game is going on.
I'm not really
That
fond of the
might give
game
him an
either.
out.
Yeah.
That might give him an out.
Yeah.
But they've waited this long because there was all those reports of LA Knight in Germany, and we haven't seen him.
Nope.
Nothing.
Not even on the house shows.
They're trying to predict how hurt is Seth Rollins. Is he still hurt? When's he coming back? Because he's got to be a big factor in that Vision storyline.
Right.
Gotta be.
So I'll be honest. I think that they're just trying to get by until those two can return. And maybe they do have something built up, between. At some point, we've got to see Punk and Seth. I feel like, from Seth screwing him over and taking that title. And then hopefully Punk beating him because now he can say it was justified that he didn't just get it handed because he had to release it.
Right.
But y'all know what I want. LA Knight doesn't have to win the Rumble. I want him to, but he doesn't have to. And he doesn't have to win Elimination Chamber. But you've got to start building him up where, God damn it, if nothing else, he should have won Money in the Bank the last 2 years, and he did.
Yes.
He'd be a perfect one to be carrying that briefcase and fucking with people's heads.
Yeah.
And
because he can just come out with the music hit and them thinking he's going to cash in and he'll be like, nah, double finger. We're not doing it.
Yeah.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
Well, and that's what worries me about the Vision looking weak is it makes them putting him on the disabled list look weak and his return not be as big.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to throw a prediction out there. I'm not going to sound like Paul Heyman and talk about spoilers or prediction. Lesnar's going to enter tomorrow night in the Rumble.
I hope so.
Going to make an appearance?
Yeah.
Going to make an appearance and he's going to enter in the Rumble.
Yeah.
That's my surprise.
He's been on some radio shows. He's been on some radio shows lately, so he's due for an appearance. He's due for something.
Yeah, because we haven't seen him since War Games.
Yeah,
could he interfere in that last match and just kill Punk and then and get a DQ where Punk retains and then grabs the mic and says, I'm going in the Rumble.
Yeah.
What I personally like to see is him interrupt. Gunther.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Gunther and announce he's going in the Rumble.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Because I did see a little clip. They've got them two on a poster or on a picture, and I know it's AI and somebody's
Yeah.
put it together, but it
Yeah.
was them and Gunther at WrestleMania.
Well,
I've
and you got to start planting those seeds now.
yeah.
Mhm.
I read rumors today that that is the plan for those two at WrestleMania.
And there's
And
no
it doesn't
way,
have to be for a title.
No, it does not.
no
It could
title,
be it could be
and it would
one puts the other over in the
Mhm.
Rumble. Like one puts the other over the ropes, or
to start it.
the other one cheats to get the other one out, and that's what you build the WrestleMania for. I love it.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I
God,
Shoot.
mean,
I hope some high executive WWE is watching our podcast.
boy, I
Uh,
hope so. If they're
yeah.
not, they need to. We need to send it to them
Yeah,
somehow.
absolutely.
AJ, find a way to send it to them.
I'll do some digging. I'll
It'd
I'll do.
probably be
Email.
It's probably Bruce Pritchard, the only one that'd watch it. He'd go, they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah, that's exactly what he'd
he's got
say.
to get Vince's dick out of his mouth first.
That's never going to happen.
I know.
Never, never.
Well, guys, enjoyed the show once again, and looking forward to tomorrow night.
See you guys tomorrow night.
See y'all guys.
All right. So for Clint,
See ya.
Dusty, and myself, we'll see you guys on a Monday night for our Raw recap.